So here I just want to make a quick video giving an overview of what this bracketing assignment is. So often whenever you're photographing, the recommended exposure, the amount of light that's let into the camera, is not always the correct, in quotes, or the best exposure. So here, this assignment is geared to getting used to seeing the differences of exposure and how a compensation might be better for the image than the recommended settings. So keep in mind that you need to shoot this outdoors and during the day. So basic little guideline here. Again, not super early, not super late. We just want to make sure that you have adequate light. I recommend using an ISO of 400 for this assignment. And now you're welcome to use manual mode for this. You're not allowed to use auto for this. You can choose some of the semi-automatic modes like priority or aperture priority mode, shutter priority mode. I would probably say this assignment would be best and most easily done using the P mode, the program mode. So that's probably what I would encourage you all to do. But again, you're welcome to use manual if you have a significantly strong grasp of this material. Now here, we're just looking at this little strip at the bottom here. Notice in the center that has an exposure value of 0. That is the recommended exposure. So this is an example of what bracketing looks like. To the right, we have a +1 EV value, exposure value, +1 stop, if you will. And to the right of that, we have a +2 stop or a +2 EV. And then just to the left of it, we have a -1 EV or a -1 stop and then a -2 stop. So basically what this is doing is you're shooting the same scene over and over again. You're not changing composition here. But each time that you photograph it, you're photographing it at a different exposure value. This is what bracketing is. Now keep in mind, there are some guidelines here. One, like we're just filling the frame with the sky. One, we have 2/3 sky and 1/3 ground. Again, this is similar to what we're looking for, is like this little example up here. So make sure that you're adhering to these guidelines. So this is just an exercise to hopefully get you to see the benefits of changing the exposure value in your camera in certain given situations. So big thing is like fill the frame with something very black or dark or very white. Sometimes just bringing something outside, like clothes or blankets, can be really helpful for this. So again, make sure that you're following all the guidelines. This should all start to be very comfortable and familiar with for you. And then the next video, it just goes over just a little bit more about visually what things might be looking like and kind of what you're looking for within this assignment.